What's going on, guys? So to me, the raw sound of a synth is always enhanced with great effects. So a lush reverb or an analog delay can turn a stale arpeggio into an ethereal soundscape. And while I love the sound of great analog delays and cavernous reverbs, my actual favorite effect on a synth is chorus. And my favorite pedal type is the phaser. Weird, I know. So I've always been a student of Stevie Wonder as a keyboardist, and he's a big fan of the phaser like me. The MoogerFooger released in 1977 was the one for Stevie. It was definitely endorsed by Stevie, as you can see here, and it was supposedly his favorite phaser pedal. Now, I'll probably never get to try the original, but if you look around, they are available. Another phaser I'd really like to try is Oberheim's own Phasor, released in 1973. This is probably one of the most difficult pedals to find anywhere and prohibitively expensive, as you can see here, but it's super cool though. Now, my favorite MoogerFooger of them all, and I've said it many times, it's the MF-103 12-stage phaser released in 1999. And I just love the sound of it. It's the Big Briar version, one I have. I probably overuse it, but I guess that's how artists get their signature sounds, honestly. All that said, I have serious nostalgia with Way Huge. The Octopus was my first pedal ever. And as soon as I saw that they had this new phaser pedal, I had to check it out and compare it with my other phaser pedals. So, by the way, all the pedals you hear in this video, I bought with my own money, but I bought this Attack Vector from Sounds, so shout out to them. The Attack Vector is actually not only a phaser pedal, but it's an envelope as well. So you can toggle between phaser only, envelope only, or in the middle for both. It's pretty cool that you can do both the envelope and the phaser as an option together. So the Make Noise Zero Coast is a cool synth to pair with the Attack Vector, since the Zero Coast has a lot of color options and it really complements the Attack Vector's cleaner tone, in my opinion. So the Zero Coast has killer bass tones, so I actually like to use the phasers on synths at lower octaves. So I actually put them all side by side on Rhodes, so you can kind of hear the difference. So first up though, the Attack Vector has a whole envelope, so it can do something that neither of the other pedals can touch. First up, the Attack Vector. Now the Lethargy. Now the MF-103 in 6-stage mode, so it's closer to the others. So check it out, the MF3 can actually get much deeper and wilder in 12-stage mode. So from my point of view, the Attack Vector is the least colored version of the phaser. It shines in a mix when you want the sound of the phaser, but you don't want it to take over the whole mix. It's clean and you can get the envelope, which is super cool. I could see myself using this pedal live. I tried it out with a guitar too, and it sounded pretty good. It's also by far the smallest pedal, so that's a pro, but only 9-volt plug inputs are available, so no batteries, keep that in mind. The Lethargy is a great choice when you're wanting to mix it up with some modular. It's the only one that easily integrates with your rack, so it's a perfect pair. But to my ears, it's by far the dirtiest. It doesn't fit everywhere, and it doesn't have the depth of the MF-103. It's a sick choice if you've got a modular setup, but it's not my go-to. So the MF-103 is the best middle ground between the two. While it's super colorful, it's also not super dirty. Its depth is unmatched, and the modulation within the pedal is inspiring in the 12-stage mode. It's just gorgeous. Look, straight up nothing beats this, but it can get a little unwieldy in a mix. It likes being the center of attention. Lastly, an alternative to both with the ability to do stereo is the Strymon Zelza. And oh man, this pedal has its chorus and phaser in the same box. It really is that good. If I was touring or gigging and I just had to pick up one pedal for the road and I wanted my favorite chorus and, phaser. Now, while it is digital and I can't really compare it to the Attack Vector apples to apples, I did want to mention it out there for my keyboardists, my players out there. So if you want more on the two other phasers in this video, you can check out my other comparison video between the MF-103 and the Lethargy I did like a year ago. And all right, I know I've been gone for a while, but truth be told, there's not really been a lot out that's inspired me to make content on synthesizers. I'm not saying it's boring, just not super inspiring for me. So I've just been making music, working with artists. Obviously, the weekly live stream now with Autumn Guard. You can check that out every Thursday night on the Low Key channel. So yeah, remember to like, subscribe, follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Thanks for hanging in there with me, and I'll see y'all in the next one.